Greetings, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Brown Girls Are Beautiful. I am your hostess, Seven Wonder, aka Lil Foxy. How's everybody out there doing today? Today is Tuesday. Heute is Tuesday. We've had quite a bit of a windstorm going on, y'all. So, with that being said, I hope everyone has been safe out there. Today's topic, we will be going in on Katt Williams and the antics that he's been up to lately. I don't know if you all have seen some of the things that have been taking place, y'all, but Katt Williams has been very, very strategic in what he has going on. Man, he's been on the Willie D live show giving another interview. For those of you who may have not seen that, it did premiere today, so it does appear that it was pre-recorded, and we might review a little bit of that as well. But he did delve into a little bit more detail into his background on that as well. Also, Shannon Sharpe and Chad Ochocinco have been posting on their nightcap about the numbers that they've been doing. You all, they are up to 38 million views as we speak on the Katt Williams interview. All right, I'm going to go ahead and turn my camera on and address you all. How are y'all doing out there? I hope everyone has had a safe evening because we have had torrential winds. We have had flash flood warnings. And also, we were told to stay in the house, not to venture out. Trees could be falling. They're saying that the electricity could go out. So, hopefully, everyone has been safe and has not had too much of any difficulty as a result of the weather. Hopefully, everybody that has not had shelter has had someone safe to be. So, in times like this, you all, we really, really, really need to think about the people out there who do not have a bed or a roof over their head. We are very blessed, even when we think we're not. Circumstances, situations can seem downtrodden, but we're going to be mindful and we're going to be positive going into this coming year. You all, I know we're on the Gregorian calendar, and technically we're not in the new year yet, but for sake of argument, let's just say 2024 is going to give us positive vibes and we must think positively. You all, the way Kevin Hart has started off 2024, it has come in with a blast, okay? And leaving out of 2023 was a blast because the whole Puff Daddy debacle with the 50 minute, well, with the lawsuit that Cassie had. Now we're going into the situation with TD Jakes. I mean, it's just sparked a whole arena for the floodgates to open for these quote unquote Hollywood celebrities out here, y'all. And I want to get into some of this Katt Williams debacle again because, like I said, he did do an interview, a sit down with Willie D Live in person, and it's quite strategic because normally Katt Williams does not really give many interviews. He is more of a private person, if you notice. And I don't know if that has something to do with his Virgo traits, you all. He is a Virgo. Tyler Perry's a Virgo. Taraji Henson, I believe she's a Virgo. Who else? Virgos are interesting, very interesting characters. We know Beyonce's a Virgo. Katt Williams, September 2nd, Beyonce, September 8th. I don't know what day Tyler Perry is. And there's some other people that are Virgos. So what I can say about them is they definitely leave their mark. You know, the late and great, the greatest of all time, Michael Jackson is a Virgo, okay? August the 29th, I believe. I believe that's his birthday, August 29th. And I have a friend, a dear friend that's a Virgo. He is August the 28th. And I have a sister that's a Virgo. So shout out to the Virgos, y'all, even though we're not in Virgo season. All right. So anyway, let's get on with it. Let's get on with it, y'all. Let's get into it because Katt Williams has not shied away from his antics. And I want to say this, he's very strategic, y'all, because he's out on tour right now. I did not know that he was out on tour, But he did say in his last interview with Shannon Sharpe that he never has to make an announcement that he's on tour. I wonder why. People just come to his tour. I actually looked up some tickets, and lo and behold, the January 27th tour is sold out. He has sold out of the Bojangles Arena, y'all, out in Charlotte. He has sold out already. And this month is what? What are we on the 9th? Okay, so just a few weeks away. Aside from that, you know what he has done? I just found this out recently. He is actually going to be featuring Miss Torrei Hart, the ex-wife of Katt Williams, to be featured on tour with him. And so let's go ahead, and I'm going to share my screen so we can read this gossip together, y'all. Oh my goodness, man. I don't even know. I don't know what to say. He just continues to surprise people. There's some other things I do want to touch on too. So this is not going to be the only stuff that I will be talking about, because if you review this channel, I do touch on a lot, from politics to a lot of other things. But yes, right here it says Kevin. Oh no, this isn't the tab. This is not the tab. So this is the lawsuit that he filed against Tasha K. But what I want to share is the fact that he's going to be going on tour with Kevin Hart's ex-wife. So let me bring that up. Okay. Here we go, everyone. Here we go. All right, so let's go ahead and see what they have to say. All right, hopefully, there you go. You can see my screen. Let me make it even bigger. The bigger, the better. The bigger, the better. Okay. All right, let me make sure we get, okay, there we go. There you have it, you all. So let's read through this very briefly here. Okay. Try to get rid of some of the stuff on the screen. Kevin Hart's ex-wife, Torrei, joins Katt Williams on tour after comedian dissed her famous former husband. Now, what type of payback is this, y'all? Is this being petty? Look, they even are pictured together. And she's a nice looking lady. She's a nice looking woman. Oh my gosh. Yeah, right here. It says, it reads, Kevin Hart's ex is serving a dish of betrayal. His former wife, Torrei Hart, is headed on tour with the comedian's latest arch enemy, Katt Williams, RadarOnline.com has learned. The move comes just days after Williams slammed her ex-husband's career and compared his success to a plant. And he did call him a plant in the industry. Torrei took to social media on Monday to announce the news. So just yesterday, you all. She also added salt to the wound by posting a photo of her hugging up on Williams while including a clip from his viral interview with Shannon Sharpe on his podcast Club Shay Shay, where he unloaded on Kevin and several other comedians. Oh my goodness, y'all. Oh my goodness. Katt Williams is something else, man. He is something else. What a strategist he is. Revealing they're taking the stage in Charlotte, North Carolina. Oh my gosh, this is going to be an epic show. And the Florida cities of Orlando and Tampa. Torrei encouraged her followers to come see me live with my good friend at Katt Williams on the Dark Matters tour. Shout out to Torrei, y'all. I don't know her maiden name. I just know her last name used to be Hart. She also teased that more dates were coming soon. Go, Torrei. Okay. As RadarOnline.com reported, Williams went on Sharpe's podcast to set the record straight, but he scorched his fellow comedians in the process, besides accusing Potato Head Steve Harvey and Walrus Cedric the Entertainer of conspiring with Ricky Smiley to sabotage his career. He also turned his sights on Torrei's former husband. Look at this. Look at this right here. This is the younger version of Kevin Hart and Torrei Hart when they were married from 2003 to 2011. They share two children, a daughter, Heaven, and a son, Hendrix. Look, she even named the children after him, Kevin and Heaven. And look at what he did. Kevin was married to Torrei from 2003, okay, to 2011. She bore children for this man, y'all. The reason I had to come is because you've made a safe place for the truth to be told, Williams told Sharp. And I have watched all of these lowbrow comedians come here and disrespect you in your face and tell you straight up lies. Straight lies, okay? So, y'all, what are your thoughts on this right here? What are your thoughts? Is he being petty? Is revenge best served as a dish that's cold? Revenge is best served cold, right? Remember Omar? Kevin Hart remembers Omar from Right Along. Remember, Omar was like, revenge is best served as a dish served cold. Y'all know what scene I'm talking about. Omar, okay? Kevin Hart knows who Omar is. All right, now moving along. If you would like to know how Kevin Hart feels about this, well, TMZ seems to have caught up with him. All right, so let's get let's get some feedback in the words of Kevin Hart. Yeah, he doesn't have time to be worried about Toy right now because he's got to deal with this lawsuit because he's probably having a whole bunch of marital problems at the house. That's probably why he had to file the lawsuit against Tasha K because he already had cheated on the new wife. What's her name? Aniko. Aniko. Yeah. So she probably was like, again, you cheated on me on my birthday. Excuse me, while I was pregnant. I mean, that's the ultimate betrayal, isn't it? Oh, excuse me, y'all. So anyway, let's go ahead and see what Kevin Hart has to say about this debacle that's going on here. Let's push the play button, everyone. Mm.
Even Charlemagne, a lot of people were saying that Kat was trying to downplay your accomplishments. What to you is the driving force behind your success?
My success is my success. I want everybody to win. I love everybody.
I love that. Once again, your ex-wife is going on tour with
I
Kat.
want everybody to win. I hope the tour is great.
I love that. So you are supportive of her. Thank you, Mr. Hart. I appreciate you.
They so petty. They are so freaking petty, y'all. Let's watch that again. Oh my goodness. Oh gosh. Let's see here. Oh, did it go to something else? I think it did. Hold on one second, y'all. Let me stop sharing for a second because I think it went to something else. Oh yeah, he definitely didn't seem too relaxed. I can tell you that. He looked like maybe he was on a mission trying to get somewhere. I don't know. Who really cares? He'll be all right. He will be all right. I think Kevin Hart actually has a movie coming out. I saw like a commercial for a movie that he has that's about to come out. So, yeah, everybody's saying that they need to protect um, Katt Williams because he's been revealing a whole lot of stuff. And I think he knows what he's doing. I think he pretty much understands how Hollywood works. If you talk too much, what can happen? Look at what happened to Joan Rivers, talking about the Obamas, revealing that Michelle is a man, saying that, Barack is the first GAY president. They already have him, and this is what it is. Okay, so it looks like Kevin Hart also made the Fox 5 Washington D.C. news. Ha! Isn't that something, y'all? So I know I was going to play that clip, but this just popped up on my screen. So let's go ahead and explore. Inquiring minds want to know, right? So let's take a look at this right here. Kevin Hart. Yep, responds to insults. Okay, so Kevin Hart is responding to insults, everyone. Let's let's take a look at this. Oh, the pettiness of it all. The pettiness of it all, man. 2024 is starting off with a bang, if I shall say so myself. Yes, y'all. Yes, yes. All right, let's hear it. Let's hear it, y'all. Let's hear what's going on.
So meet him another time.
Yeah,
Say that
and
much.
I've interviewed Kevin Hart multiple times over the years. So I've been very aware of his grind and his work ethic as a comedian, but also as an actor. And he's in a new movie called Lift, which comes out this Friday on Netflix. He's produced it with a producing partner of his named Brian Smiley, a production company called Heartbeat, which is obviously a very clever name. But in terms of what's going on in the news right now, if you haven't heard, Katt Williams had an explosive interview with Shannon Sharpe on a podcast recently where Katt Williams basically called out a lot of people in the industry, specifically comedians, specifically Kevin Hart, insinuating that Kevin Hart is a plant in the Hollywood industry. And, you know, questioning his the way I received his comments was it was questioning Kevin Hart's work ethic and how he
Interesting. Do you all feel that Kevin Hart is a plant in the industry? What are your thoughts on that? What are your thoughts? Do you think that could have some validity to it? Is there credence to what Katt Williams has insinuated about Kevin Hart? Interesting.
got to where he
Whether
where
he
he
even
did.
deserved to be there because
Right.
he didn't have this extensive stand-up career prior to.
And I found that really fascinating. So when I
Yeah, I find it fascinating as well too, because now when I think back, okay, and I got to say this, when I think back on how I first came to know about Kevin Hart, it was when they had the Hollywood, not Hollywood Squares. It was this card game. It was when they used to play like poker, Hollywood poker. They used to play a Hollywood poker game, and I can't think of the name of it, but I specifically remember he just showed up at that game and he was doing a whole lot of extra stuff. He was being extra loud, extra talkative, extra goofy, and laughing a lot, right? So he wanted to be noticed, and it just seemed like he was just doing a lot, doing so much, trying to get attention, right? Trying too hard. As it, you know, sometimes short dudes have a. I don't want to talk about short people because I'm not that tall, but the thing about it is sometimes short dudes do a lot because they try to overcompensate for what they're lacking in their height, and so sometimes I feel that they can't help it. So anyway, that's how I first came to know Kevin Hart, was at that Hollywood poker game. The next thing you know, we started seeing him in stand-up comedy routines. I think he actually was on a DVD because somebody that I knew back in the day that I used to talk to, I think had the DVD, and that's how I started watching Kevin Hart. Yeah, he had a stand-up on DVD. But I don't know if we really were introduced to him, like finding out about him. Other than that, I know that's how I came to know about him. He did come on the scene that way. So what Katt Williams said about him is very interesting. All right, let's continue on, y'all.
spoke to Kevin Hart and Brian Smiley, his producing partner, recently. I spoke to them yesterday, actually. I wanted to address this to Kevin Hart and get his perspective on it. Kevin had put out a great tweet recently that kind of responded to it a bit, and I wanted him to expand. The only other time I've seen him comment on this recently was on NBA Unplugged, where he made a quick comment to Kendrick Perkins.
Yes.
But other than that, so I haven't really seen much about his response. So here he is talking more about the Katt Williams response. Also, Kevin's getting the Mark Twain Prize later in March this year. He talks all about that and more. Here's Kevin Hart and Brian Smiley for Lift.
Okay, guys, listen up. Our next score is going to be our biggest yet.
Nice.
$500 million in gold is on its way to a terrorist cell.
And the gold needs to disappear.
What's your plan?
We got to steal it mid-flight, 40,000 feet in the air.
In my opinion, there's nobody on the planet who promotes films the way you do. There's something about your work ethic and the way you promote films, even to a point where you'll tweet out a response, like to the Katt Williams situation, while promoting your movie, which I thought was
Yes.
a brilliant way to do it. You could have also responded with a Mark Twain link because you're getting the Mark Twain Prize here in March. But I just wanted to get your perspective on that. I feel like you always respond positively to negative situations. And I wonder your perspective on that and kind of, I know your grind. I've been interviewing for years, Kevin. I know you work really hard, but what's your perspective on that and your response to that situation?
I said it, and this sums it up well. Like you don't entertain the circus, you watch it, right? And when a lion comes out and rides the bike, you don't think about it too hard. you just go, okay, that's crazy. The lion's riding a bike. And then you go home and enjoy the rest of your day.
Now, what was that? What was that, y'all? A lion riding a bike. When the lion rides the bike, you don't say too much about it. You just observe it and just go ahead about your day and go home. What? Come on now, Kevin Hart. I know you could think of something more original, better than that. Yeah, my apologies. I'm getting messages coming across my screen. But yeah, so I don't know. He seemed like he's not all the way together mentally right now. He is a little discombobulated. He's not on his A game. That's what it seems like. And he's at a loss of words and he's just trying to throw something out there. How in the world? I need to let me see if I can put my devices on do not disturb. My apologies, y'all. Here we go. Hopefully that'll take care of that. All right, now let's continue.
I don't feed into the stuff at all. At the end of the day, it's all entertainment to a certain degree. So you just hope that people can be smart enough and have a tremendous amount of logic to just go and possibly do research or fact check. And if they do, then great. If they don't, then kudos to that as well. I just don't have the time for it. There's too much going on.
I bet it is. I bet it is too much going on. I bet it is too much going on. Too much going on, you say, because you got a lawsuit going on against Tasha K, because you're probably feeling pressure from your second wife because you cheated on her yet again, even though after you cheated on her birthday while she was pregnant. And so he probably needed to prove something because his ex-assistant, I guess, broke the NDA if she had one. And so she knows some dirty secrets about him. And he's probably behind the scenes trying to fight that, trying to make sure stuff doesn't come out about him. Okay. And then Katt Williams just did this. And then now you got your ex-wife going out on tour with your arch enemy. Come on now. A lot is going on. I bet it is. So, yeah, man, this is some stuff.
So to your point, while marketing and promoting a movie, I think the biggest priority for me is getting my fan base to understand how excited I am about the work that I put into this, because that's where my focus is getting eyeballs to the thing that took me about 4 months to shoot and even longer to develop and produce, and something I'm significantly proud of. And I owe it to my team at Heartbeat and to my fans to deliver the material in the best possible manner. So that's it for me. That's the focus. Anything else outside of those things, they don't really get an inkling of I guess you say, what's the word?
Attention or
engagement.
Attention,
yes.
It's impossible.
Yes.
It just hasn't been done before.
I told you that man is at a loss of words right now.
If we don't do this, we go to jail.
Plus, it's about saving lives.
Come on.
No, I don't appreciate the emotional blackmail.
This is not emotional blackmail. It's blackmail.
You know, Kev, we're talking to you from DC right now. You're going to be here in March receiving the Mark Twain Award, which is another indication of your hard work and your ethic and what you do. What does that mean to you from a DC perspective to come to DC to get that award at the Kennedy Center? What does the Mark Twain Prize mean to you?
I mean, it's massive, you know. I think it's something that will hit me more as we get closer to the date. But just to be a part of a list that has so much, prestige and legendary work behind it, it's mind blowing, right? Like you do work hard, and I don't do it to be celebrated or for the accolades, but if they do come, it's like, oh wow, that's cool. And this is one that I didn't expect, but I'm definitely honored to have. So I can't wait to share that moment with my family, my team, my friends, with everybody that's been a part of this journey, because it's not a Kevin win. I feel like it's a us win. And there's been a phenomenal amount of help and involvement from so many people around me that have helped me get to this point in my career. So I think it's something that we all highlight and celebrate together.
All right, so Kevin will be receiving the Mark Twain Prize in March right here in Washington, D.C. His new movie, Lift, is in Netflix this Friday. Let us know your thoughts. #GoodDayDC. The Katt Williams story is obviously a big story on the internet right now. As somebody who's interviewed Kevin Hart for over 10 years or so, around 10 years, I personally seen his work ethic and kind of his rise to where he is.
All right, y'all. So that is that. That is that. This is a very commendable thing for Kevin Hart. I'm not going to try to take away anything from his accomplishments. If he's getting an award, I guess that's good for him and, his family. They will be the ones benefiting from that. And are y'all going to go see this movie that he's going to be featured in? Do y'all care about the movie? Do you think it's going to be a good movie? I still think that he's going to get a lot of support. I still think a lot of people are going to support his work, still go to his stand-up, still go to his comedy shows. I still feel that whatever projects he has, people are still going to support him. He has a very huge, large following. For what I can see, he's traveled across the globe, around the world. He doesn't just tour in the United States. So that says volumes about his popularity and his notoriety when it comes to the comedic realm. Katt Williams, again, he gets a lot of support. I think that he resonates more with the people because he's more personable. And it seems that he does have more of an understanding when it comes to relating to people. So that's the difference between the two of them. I think that Kevin Hart does understand people to a degree, but he's gone more Hollywood. But I think Katt Williams understands Hollywood, but he resonates more with the people, if that makes any sense. That's just my take on it. So that's that. So we can get off of that. Y'all, so much is going on, y'all, with these people. Okay. And then lo and behold, there is a lawsuit taking place. Now, before we get to the lawsuit, let's get into why the lawsuit was filed. I am going to play a brief clip from Tasha K. Hopefully she does not mind because I want people to understand why there's so much going on surrounding Kevin Hart. And, this is probably not the best time for these antics to be going on, especially with what he has going on in court. I don't know if he's really trying to, take this to the next level with Tasha K, or is he just trying to threaten or intimidate her, if he's just trying to teach her a lesson. But nonetheless, let's get into it. I'm going to share my screen so you all can take a look at this as well, along with me as well. All right, so here it is. Here it is. Everybody knows the infamous Tasha K. Everybody knows who this is. I don't know if they have done the entire interview or if this interview is on TashaK.com. I'm not sure. I know a lot of her exclusive interviews are on her app. So if you want to check that out, I guess you could go there to find out if she has completed this interview. But here we go.
You worked for was the Harts.
Yes.
Okay, so this is Kevin Hart's PA, public assistant. All right. It says gambling addict, cheater, extortion. And then it looks like it says 4 million explosive interview. Now, this interview, this clip was featured a couple of weeks ago, right before 2024 came in.
Kevin Hart.
Aniko Hart.
What made you reach out?
It is a time for Hollywood to hear this story, especially because a lot of people are locked in non-disclosures and they're not able to talk and protect themselves. Mm-hmm. But you have to protect the person you're working for. Where's your protection?
When did things start to turn up around there?
The extortionist. I'm listening to Mario on the radio in the morning. I almost crashed my car because I heard him say that Kevin's best friend, JT Jackson, had set him up.
In exchange for millions of dollars.
All the charges were dropped against JT, but they weren't dropped against Kevin.
They redug up, I guess, old LGBTQ jokes or something.
Correct.
That he was saying on Twitter, and they wanted him to apologize, and he said, fuck you.
Haley is his publicist, so she called me. She was just like, hey, Maisha, have you spoken to Kevin? I was like, no. I was like, Dave Becky just called me, his manager. Why? And then She was like, the whole Oscar thing, Kevin needs to say an apology. He's about to lose Nike.
The
Not gonna be
first
standing here
scandal
anymore.
was with the first baby,
Correct.
the one in Vegas.
Yes.
So these other scandals,
It's another one in the office.
she pregnant.
Oh, y'all. Okay. Kevin Hart is a busy man. Let's just say that. Let's continue.
Again.
Correct. With her second
And
baby.
he's still leaving semen stains all over the couch at the
Yes.
Heartbeat Studio.
Correct.
And showering and then going home like.
I told Aniko, like, Kevin is cheating on you with a girl named Mick Snorgan. She's his flight attendant. She's on his planes.
Does Kevin have a gambling problem or something?
His game is poker.
He gambled y'all money away and had to
Oh,
pay.
see, look, I didn't even realize she said that. But remember, I told you that Kevin Hart, how I found out about him is because he was on that celebrity poker game that used to come on. I don't know if people remember that or not, but it was just like a lot of popular celebrities, I guess comedians and stuff. And Kevin Hart was one of those people. So, man, who's to say? Based on his track record, is this lady telling the truth? That's for you all to, I guess, decipher on your own. Like Kevin Hart said, you could do the research. If you do the research, you can find out. And if you don't do the research, toodles. Remember, he just said that in the clip that we watched. All right, y'all, but let's continue on.
Y'all have checks?
Yes. Well, exactly. It was Leland. Leland was messing with our money. But I said, here she is.
Ooh! She got it. She on vacation every day. When you see a bitch and she on, all she do is post vacation pictures with no nigga beside her, the nigga taking the picture. He's like, nah, baby. Girl, you know I'm gonna take the pictures for you as many angles as you want, but I can't to ensure he don't go up in these
Y'all, this is some mess.
other photos.
Right. Nico, I love you. I'm not going to speak bad on her.
Aniko's pretty.
Aniko's my girl.
I'm gonna let the winos judge. I'm gonna put up a side by side.
Oh, see, she's messy for this one right here. Oh, man. Oh. Now, they are both nice looking ladies. That IG model is definitely a nice looking woman. You know, she got her makeup done real nice. We see Kevin Hart's type. He's a short man. I feel like Aniko's taller than him. She should feel, I know I would. She should feel like she's going around with like her nephew or her little brother. Because you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to pull up a picture of them side by side standing up. She cannot, there's no way. There's no way that Aniko can wear heels around that man because he's not that tall. So just imagine you're married to this man. This is supposed to be your husband. Of course, we know money is heavily the motivation for this, but you're basically almost taller than him with heels on. Like, come on. It's the same thing like when Sierra was dealing with Bow Wow. Why? Anyway, I don't know, but let's continue on, y'all.
Wife versus alleged side bitch.
I love Aniko.
And she a side bitch because if she fit fucked on The Office.
All right, let's stop right there. Okay, let's just stop right there, y'all. Let's just stop right there. A hot freaking mess. Y'all, a hot freaking mess. And now we're going to go ahead and transition over to this next thing that I wanted to get into, which is the lawsuit. While I do that, let me pull up, I just want to pull up a photo, if you will, of Kevin and his wife. Okay. Now, I'm pretty sure there are plenty of images. Okay. Yep. As I suspected. Here we go. This woman is definitely taller than Kevin Hart. He doesn't care. He does not care. He doesn't care. You know, this is what they all do once they come into money. You know what they do. I don't even have to explain it to you. They don't even care if the woman wants them for their money. But look at this. Don't you think she should feel like she's walking around with like her little brother or her nephew or her little cousin? Come on. Like I said, she cannot wear heels around this man. She's taller than him. How do you take him seriously? She takes that money seriously. That's what she takes seriously, y'all. I'm not. I don't know. Oh God. People will do anything. They will. They will do anything. She has to secure that bag, y'all. She may have sure she had them. They make sure they definitely have children so they can secure the bag. So if anything happens, they are entitled to child support for 18 years. 18 years to 18 years. 18. What Kanye West knows about it. Okay. Kanye West knows all about it. Um, let's see. Share this tab. Okay. Let's see. Let's see. What do we have here? Again, taller than him. They're sitting down, but I mean, come on. Come on. Kevin is protective of Aniko and their relationship. Mm-hmm. Protectiveness and possessiveness, says Donaldson, by holding her close. I bet he did. Let's stop it. All right. And enough of that. Enough of it. Because if he was so protective of her, why was he CHEATING on her? If he's so protective, right? If he is so protective, and the list goes on and on and on and on. If you want to look up at these pictures, you can. Lastly, but not least, y'all. Let's get into the Kevin Hart lawsuit. Okay. I'm going to share my screen so you can take a look at this. All right, here we go. There we go. It says Kevin Hart files lawsuit against former assistant over interview with YouTuber Tasha K. Kevin Hart has taken legal action against his former assistant. The lawsuit filed in Los Angeles Superior Court revolves around an interview conducted by Hart's former personal assistant, Maisha Shakes, during which she accused the Hollywood star of infidelity. In this online interview published on Tasha K's Instagram account and YouTube channel, Unwind with Tasha K, on December 22nd, Shakes made several damaging allegations against Hart. These allegations included claims of him having an affair at his workplace, as well as accusations of him suffering from a gambling addiction. Shakes further alleged that she had informed Hart's wife, Aniko Hart, about these purported indiscretions. I'm pretty sure Aniko Hart knows the type of man she married. All right. I'm pretty sure she does. Oh, let me make this bigger so y'all can see. My apologies. All right. Notwithstanding the truth of falsity of any such statements, Shakes would only have had knowledge regarding such subjects as a result of her employment with Hart and Heartbeat, states the complaint. Shakes served as Hart's personal assistant at Heartbeat Productions from 2017 to 2020, so about 3 years. The NDA stipulated her payment of $90,000 over 3 years, according to a Hollywood Reporter. So over 3 years, she would have gotten $90,000. That's not a whole lot of money compared to, in my personal opinion, compared to how much, that he is probably worth. If you really divide that out, 369, that's $30,000 a year. Now, the actor also recently filed a lawsuit against Tasha K alleging extortion. Tasha K, whose real name is Latasha Kiwi, is known for posting defamatory content about celebrities. Is it all defamatory? Probably not. But anyway, let's keep going. According to his complaint, an individual affiliated with Kiwi contacted a representative of Hart in November, threatening to release the interview unless Hart paid a ransom of $250,000. Do I wholeheartedly believe that claim? No, I don't. I think this has been exaggerated. I know that Tasha K usually reaches out to people, according to what she says, to find out if they would like to talk about it or come on the platform to speak about it, because she's going to release this story. And a lot of times they have the opportunity to come on, or they could decline. And whether or not they do that, she's going to release her story. So that's probably what took place. Now, where the money comes in, I don't know. I don't know how that happened. Hart, refusing to succumb to the extortion, contacted law enforcement and sent Kibi a cease and desist order. Um, the lawsuit asserts that Kiwi's actions not only constitute extortion, but also intentional interference with contractual relations. So he is trying to get at Tasha K for the fact that his personal assistant chose to come on and speak and have an interview about his personal affairs. Where this will go in court, I don't know. I think it's a little bit of a stretch in my personal opinion, because really he's going after Tasha K, but the personal assistant was the one that agreed. And if she was under the NDA and she had the contractual agreement, then she's more of the responsible party, in my personal opinion. But then again, he was paying her. So what does she really have for him to take? Basically, if you think about it, it's similar to the TD Jakes situation, where his team is going around striking and flagging YouTubers' channels because he does not want to be spoken about in an unflattering way. And so people in the celebrity realm like to use their power and their authority in such a way to intimidate people, especially when they feel that they have the leverage to do so. So I think that's what's going on here. All right. So, y'all, this has been an episode of Brown Girls Are Beautiful. Now, I know that, the title said Kevin Williams is taking Kevin Hart's ex-wife on tour, but I definitely felt that I wanted to delve a little bit into, Kevin Hart, giving you the kind of like the backstory on everything that has been unfolding around him, in case those of you out there wanted to know. And if you weren't aware, then maybe this could put some introspection into insight. Okay. Let's see. Also, I ain't gonna talk about that. Maybe I'll talk about it another time. I'm just looking at the notes here that I had written down, and I think I've basically touched on everything that I wanted to touch on around this subject matter here. I will be coming back on doing some more videos because there are so many different topics that I want to delve into that I still haven't delved into. And I'm carrying over last year's subject matter into this year. But nonetheless, we will speak about it because it's still very relevant, you all. So I want to say thank you so much for everyone for listening. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoy this content, please like, share, and subscribe. Shout out to all of my new subscribers out there. And if you want to donate, you can. BGAB Clothing is my cash app. That is $ BGAB Clothing. I have on my Living Legends going on today, y'all. What else? And we just want to basically say, let this year be a blessing to us all. Let us all come together in unity. Hopefully, we can stop a lot of the nonsense that's going on out here with the ignorance, because we can't afford it to continue to live in ignorance, y'all. And as always, what I like to say is continue to walk in your divinity, y'all, over here. So shout out to everybody that rocks with Brown Girls Are Beautiful. We'll be coming back on later, and I'm signing out. All right, y'all. Until next time, you all stay blessed. All right, we're going to play a little bit of music. All right, what do I want to play for y'all? Let's play the outro. Y'all. What's our outro going to be? All right, everyone, signing out until next time.